So, good morning. It's a pleasure to be here today with Mei Gee Wong, who has just discussed her master thesis inside our specializing master project and contract management in construction works. Her thesis, the title of her thesis is Case Studies in Malaysia and Issues in Project and Contract Management. And we are with her today to know something about her experience in this specializing master.
Yeah, good morning. Today I'm talking about the case study in Malaysia and issue in project and contract management. So this is my work. For this thesis, is the purpose of case study in this paper is to investigate and also to identify, describe some of the major problems and difficulties encountered in the projects. They are closely related to project planning and management and also the procurement management. And from the experience we make before, we can avoid actually the same mistake or implement the suitable solution in the future. The problem and purpose statements. The problem study was that human factors are frequently the most possible reasons for issues or failure of the project. These include poor communication, unclear goals, insufficient project management. While the purpose of this study is to briefly introduce project management and also the common contracts in Malaysia and identify main problems in real-life case studies. And this dissertation structure has 4 chapters. Chapter 1 is talking about the introduction. Chapter 2 is talking about the literature review for project management. Chapter 3 is procurement rules and common types of construction contracts in Malaysia. And chapter 4 is talking about the case studies. In the literature review for the project management, we can have the 5 phases, 10 knowledge areas, and also 49 processes. In the common types of construction contracts in Malaysia, we have the procurement rules, which include the traditional contracts, design and build international, construction management, management contracting, partnering, and also public-private partnership. There are 3 major categories of standard form of contract, which include public sector, private sector, and also international. Contract in Malaysia, in public sector, we have always have the PWD, which is Public Works Department standard form of contract, which has traditional contracts and or design and build contracts. The second one is CIDB standard form of contract for building works, which actually is seldom used. In private sector, we have PAM form of contract from Malaysia Institute of Architects, which is used for building works. And the second one, IEM form of contract from the Institution of Engineers Malaysia. This is for the civil engineering and M&E works. For the international works, we have FIDIC, JCT, and NEC. These 3 are the major and always been used in the market. In my case study, they have 3 case studies in this thesis. All of the case studies are located in Genting, Malaysia. The first case is talking about the theme park building works. The case study number 2 is talking about the theme facade. The case study 3 is talking about the FMP refurbishment and fit up works. The case study number 1 has the characteristic as follows. This is a building and related works. These have uncertainty of design and job scope in this project. And this project has a large contract values with long duration of 2 years construction period. This project is complex scope of work, and it is a single stage tender traditional contract. Architect is the SO for this project. The difficulties found in this project included project delay and cost overrun, and also site accidents happened. The reason for project delay included uncertainty of design and job scope, information flow between consultant and client, and also the franchisor is low. Additional time required for a new design, additional time to assess and verify the additional works and variation orders, delay by other treatments. Architect's instruction for the suspension of works due to the lawsuit between the client and also the franchisor.
Maybe,
the reason for
Maggie, just
Yes.
show also the other 2 case studies without going too deeply into each one of them.
Okay. So now we're talking about the case study 2. This is about the team facade. The project have a large contract value but a short construction duration. This is a single stage tender design and build contract. And we go to the case number 3. The case number 3 actually is a international franchise F.lli outlet. This is named Burger and Lobster, which is a very famous franchise F.lli outlet in UK. It has a small contract value and short duration. The design is simple, and the designer appointed by the employer, and the employer actually is the final decision maker for this project.
Okay, so basically, you have chosen in your thesis 3 case studies, which are different from one another, because the first one is a large project, both for the amount of money and involved, and the time. It's a large duration project. The second one is a large amount of money but short duration, and the third one, small amount of money and short duration. And then you proceeded showing the difficulties that were encountered in each one of these 3 case studies. You were involved personally in the managing of these 3 projects, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. What about the specializing master in general? You think it was useful? It was easy to follow? Tell us something about your experience.
Yeah, it's actually very useful, and it's quite easy to follow. And I found the lecturer and professor are very experienced, that they can share their experience with me. So actually it is good. Sometimes we cannot learn from the books, but we can learn from experience. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Maggie. Of course, I hope that the tools that this specializing master had to offer will go on being useful for your professional career in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.